Good morning, Year 12 students. It's a photograph from my brother's backyard in Bali. Don't think I'll be going there for a while, but it's very relaxing to look at. Let's get into the activities and events for this week.
See your face again? Am I ever gonna see your face again?
Well, I certainly hope so. Hopefully it's not too far away. So just want to go through a few things that happened in the first week. So Friday morning mass, hopefully many of you were able to attend. There'll be another link for this Friday, and certainly we did pray for the repose of the soul of Thomas Haddad's mother, and so we certainly send our prayers and thoughts to Thomas and his family. So if you can make it this Friday, that would be terrific. Right, a few things that happened in the first week. I don't know whether they happened in Year 12, although I do remember a couple in my classes. Your avatar. So it must be your school photo, not some creepy monster or Mike Wachowski. Right, or The Little Mermaid. It must be your school photo. Also, no video bombing or photo bombing. Right, so if you're, that's not a photo bombing, that actually happened with Mr. Olamy and the former Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull. But do not go into other classes if you are not invited. Right, so only attend your classes, and any links that you've been sent by your teachers, don't share them with other students. Make sure you're attending your own class. Again, I doubt whether it's happening in Year 12. You seem like very responsible, sensible young men. Right, please don't duplicate other students' work. We can tell the difference, even though I couldn't tell the difference between those two fine gentlemen. But Andrew and Lance, I'm sure they forgive me. Now, make sure when you do the work that it's your own. So it's very easy to copy when you're at home and share information. It's not of any educational benefit to you, and certainly most teachers can identify and spot the difference. So please be careful with sharing work with other students. Right, Year 12 formal. So I've been negotiating with Leonda, so I put forward a few more dates. So that's last year's formal there. It's always a very exciting event. So what we're looking for is probably late September, so maybe the last Friday of Term 3 or early in Term 4, depending on what VACA is doing with exams at the end of the year. But our intention is certainly to still have the Year 12 formal. And that's a photo of the fun and frivolity from many years ago, and we recognise all of those young men, and very fun times. So I'm sure you'll have the same event. Same excitement, same memories, just later in the year. Okay, memorabilia. So we sort of want to get that in action fairly soon. So what we need, if any students could send in your designs to Mr. Harrop or myself, then we can start getting things organised with the company. And because most of it's done online, that is, you're ordering nicknames and payment, then we can do this while we're at home. So that's not a major problem. So let's get involved with that. Those students who have already put your hand up, if you could send your designs to Mr. Harrop or me, that would be fantastic. All right, morning tea. So I'm going to reenact the morning tea. So Tuesday recess. So firstly, it'll be 12 foins. So what you'll see on the Year 12 homepage is a Google Meet link. So Tuesday recess, those students in 12 foins who want to have a catch up and remember me and I remember you, that would be a great opportunity. So just to pop in and say hello and pop out again. So Tuesday recess, 12 foins, go to the Year 12 homepage and go to the Google Meet. Right, as well as the Google Meet, where I've got for homeroom meetings, any student who wants to have a chat about anything that's happening with their studies or concerns that they might have about the program or exams or SACs or whatever you want to talk about, I will be available. So all you need to do is send me an email, tell me what time you're free, and I'll get back to you and we'll organise a Google Meet. knowledge retention rates. So I think I might have put this up before, but just to reinforce, there's no point listening to those items all the time. So listening to videos gets a bit repetitive. So you need to make sure you're doing the work. That's doing the exercises, tasks, writing essays, completing assignments, doing projects, whatever it might be. And also collaboration. So there's lots of forums and blogs going on. That's far more beneficial than just sitting there and listening to videos over and over again. So make sure you're doing the activities that are assigned. I thought that was quite funny. If you see my kids locked outside today, mind your business. We are having a fire drill. So at home, it's quite challenging. So challenges of homeschooling. So I'll show you this video with my grandchildren. No children were injured in the making of this video. Fun times at home. All right, so stress, anxiety, a big issue is being spoken about on TV at the moment, in the newspapers, social media, and how people are best dealing with it. So things you can do to relax. We've sort of gone over quite a few of those things, but I put a number of activities and videos up on the Year 12 homepage that I think would assist you to cope with the stress and anxiety of being locked away at home. And I gather it does get a bit boring and a bit repetitive at times, but you've just got to stay in the moment and appreciate what we've got going for us as a society and how good we have it in our world compared to what other people have. And I'll touch on that again when I talk at a slide coming up shortly about Anzac Day. Right, my Wi-Fi went down for 5 minutes, so I had to talk to my family. I thought that was quite funny. I might have showed that to you once before. They seem like nice people. So obviously you're probably getting to know your family a lot better, spending more time talking to one another. And probably that gives a great opportunity to show your gratitude and your thanks to your parents and your siblings in a much more closely confined environment. Right, so this is a copy of the Year 12 homepage. So these are the links. So some of the ones I was just talking to you about anxiety and stress, resilience and gratitude. They're terrific videos. I don't know whether any of you have had a chance to go and check those out, but they only go for about 15 minutes, and they really do highlight the fact that doing good things for other people is a huge advantage in coping with stress and building your resilience and giving you a better outlook on life. So if you get a chance, the gratitude videos, anxiety and stress, resilience videos are well worth listening to. I've also put up Anzac Day. So Anzac Day is Saturday. If you'd like to listen to that on Friday, that would be wonderful. So it's very appropriate. We're having Anzac Day during this pandemic and social isolation. So many people complaining about their rights and how things have been taken away from them. Well, you think back to people involved in the wars. So I certainly had grandparents involved in World War I. My father was involved with World War II in New Guinea, and my uncles were in Africa. And they never even spoke about anything. My father never mentioned once about what happened in the Second World War. It was such a devastating period in their lives, and if you've read anything about what happened in New Guinea, it was just horrific. And having been over to Thailand and to Laos and seeing all of the cemeteries, there's just thousands upon thousands of crosses where young people your age from all countries, so many different countries, were killed during the Second World War. It's just incredibly tragic, and they were basically defending the rights of people back home and taking care or hoping to take care of their parents, which is what's happening now. So, people doing the right thing are protecting the elderly, and some people say, well, why can't young people go out and about? That's what a compassionate, caring society does. It protects the elderly, protects the vulnerable. So Anzac Day is a great opportunity to reflect on that. So if you do get a chance, please listen to the bugle. It always sends a chill up my spine when I hear it, so please take the time to have a listen. All right, so that's it for this week. So please go to the Year 12 homepage and I'll direct you there via emails. So far, all the reports have been generally fairly good, but a number of teachers have said that there's probably about 10% are not doing assigned tasks, completing homework. Right, so it's to your advantage to really put in. I think Mazanoid's ahead of the curve in terms of learning from home. So what we're offering to you is far better than many other schools are getting. So I don't know how it's going to play out at the end of the year, what structure the exams are going to take and what's going to be included in it. But I think it's in your best interest to really put in and learn as much as you possibly can, because I think you might be getting an advantage. But if you don't do the work, then we will be contacting you and following up. So your teachers will raise the issue initially, and that'll be either myself, Mr. Ford, or Ms. Bourne will be contacting you regarding your failure to complete assigned tasks. So please do the right thing and get everything done on time. Right, so enjoy the week, stick to your timetable, don't miss a class, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the experience of just being at home. I don't know how long this is going to be for, but it's novel, it's interesting, it's a challenge, but I think that's going to make all of us stronger people. All right, all the best, talk to you soon.